Well, good morning, Newcastle, and a very pleasant welcome to Newswatch morning edition, and many things to get to this morning, as we've had some interesting days. Okay. More, and there, click. Couple more buttons to click. It's always, click this, click that. Last night, as I got around to thanks, just really a great time, and thank yous from a lot of people. I have to give a special hello this morning because yeah, well, you'll see, it's a real pleasant experience. Outside, temperature not so bad, but we are heading into some cooler weather. And no dew on the car like the last few mornings, and that was kind of nice. Now, a couple more buttons to click, and we'll be all set up here. Hope this morning finds you well, and wow. Sometimes it just goes the way it wants to. And I guess it takes a little bit longer when you're doing everything that you got to do. Like that. Hey, Oktoberfest is coming up. That's going to be some fun this weekend. And don't forget, if you have kids in the Newcastle area school district, there's no school tomorrow, Friday, and Monday for Columbus Day. Quite a few of the schools off, and we want to get that. I'd like to say hello to Cuzzy Gearlock. Kevin, hello. Let's go Dukes. As good to see you out there. And good talking with everybody. Now, as I always say every morning, the train is on the tracks. And Newswatch, why, it's straight ahead for you.
Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, Nctv45.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square. Bill's Bake Shop will make you happy. Owner Bill Cast and his staff keep the tradition going with all the bakery items you remember as a kid. Just to name a few, Bill makes cream sticks, cinnamon rolls, bear claws, cream horns, cannoli, cakes, pies, cookies, bread, pizza, and more. You can also buy homemade Cavatelli and ravioli. Bill's Bake Shop, located 228 North Liberty Street in the Mahonington section of Newcastle, is open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and Sunday, 7 to 2, closed Monday. Bill's, where smiles are everywhere. Call 724-654-4223.
Elham's for one great dining experience.
Welcome back, and good to have you along on this Newswatch. And wow, a week that's going really a little fast, at least for me, as I've been helping out in certain areas with a lot of things going on. A friend of mine had a sister who had passed, and I've been working with him on that, and kind of helping. Now, you know, last night, okay, and we'll talk about this, Mark Alisco had a meet and greet, and it was a great time. And I'm going to show you Mark talking, and kind of then we'll go through that, and we'll kind of probably take one of these real easygoing mornings as we make our way through. But let's take a look at Mark Alisco. He's running for mayor, and here we go. Or maybe not.
I know it's been a long campaign. We're off and running. We're down the home stretch. So we need everybody to get out there and do their thing. Contact your friends, contact your family, contact your enemies. We've got to get this man elected. That being said, thank you for coming. And I want to introduce the next mayor of Newcastle, Mark Alisco.
Thanks, Anthony. And I'm not going to talk long because I know you've been to 100 of these, and everybody's probably everybody's getting worn out. But before I start, Tim Fulkerson's here. He's running for county commissioner. He has to win. Mary Ann Gavro, where's she at? Running for city council. She has to win this thing. Pat Choppa, where's Pat? He has to win this thing. Loretta Spielvogel, running for county commissioner. She has to win this. Bobby Bolano, running for Neshannock supervisors. Any of you guys from here from Neshannock? We want to see Bobby on there too. Now, I also see people here, but before I do that, we have school board members and President City Council members. Paul Stefano, Lawrence County Democratic Chairman, City Council member. Richard Pichero, City Council member. Running for school board, George Gabriel. George Gabriel, one of the greatest educators I ever met. He needs to win on the school board. No question about that. You pay me later, George. We also have people here running for the commission. Good people running for the commission. We have Marco, where are you at? Belisco. Marco Belisco. Shannon Creasy Brock, where's she? Right here. I think Mike Tempesta, he come in? There's Mike Tempesta. Those guys, great great people. They got to win this thing. Okay? Well, oh, Richie Conti, I'm sorry, there you are. Richie Conti, got to win this thing. You can vote for 7. There's 4 people here, right here, that need to win this. Okay, today, you know, just as on a lighter note, I was walking neighborhoods. Janet Foley and I were walking neighborhoods, and it's amazing sometimes the things that you get from people. One guy asked me the last couple of days if I was going to take away his guns. And I said, I'm running for mayor. I want to fix your pothole. I'm not going to take away your guns. But dogs are the most amazing things. You know, no matter how big they are, they come at you. And people just say they're not going to bite you. It isn't going to bite you, but they're so aggressive. One guy told me, and I'm telling you, this dog, it was a Rottweiler, it came within 2 inches from me, and he said, if he does bite you, he got a shot, so don't worry about it. You're kidding me. You're kidding me.
Pork for more.
Yeah, pork, that's another thing. But probably one of the most depressing things for me, where's Janet? Everybody asks me how old my daughter is, because she comes with me all over town. I said, I don't know, 22? Okay, on a serious note, I have to tell you that reading the paper today, and I read about home rule, and the young lady from Philadelphia was explaining at council meeting what home rule was. And whether you're for home rule or not, as far as I'm concerned, that's out of my control. Whether home rule passes or not is out of my control, and I believe I have a contingency plan regardless of what happens with home rule. But Vian, I believe her name is Vian, I could be pronouncing it wrong. She said that if home rule fails, the city will go into receivership. She said that. She made no bones about it. Well, she's from Philadelphia, and she don't know who Mark Olisco is. Because I can tell you this, we're not going into receivership, and I'm going to tell you why we're not going to go into receivership. Because the whole idea here, as far as home rule or no home rule, and who the commission is, all those things is irrelevant. Because you know what the problem is in this community? It's revenue. It's revenue. And the responsibility of the mayor, here's the responsibility of the mayor. The responsibility of the mayor is to produce revenue. If the mayor gets out there and works his program and produces revenue, then you know what becomes moot? Exit Plan Act 47 becomes moot. Home rule becomes moot. Receivership becomes moot. You have to generate revenue, and the clock is ticking. Now, a lot of you have been coming to our economic development meetings that we've been having on Monday nights at Newcastle High School. We believe we have a clear, concise really workable program that will generate revenue for this community. And I can tell you this, I am going to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to make that economic plan work so that we generate revenue, so that we don't have to worry about whether we're going into receivership, what Home Rule is going to do. My job is to produce revenue, and you better damn well believe I'm going to produce revenue. I'm bringing businesses here, and we got the plan to do it. I guarantee you that. And I do a lot of dreaming, and I have to tell you this. I do a lot of dreaming. And here's what I dream. I dream that there comes a time when people will be coming into this community and they'll say, you know, this is a great community. This place is thriving. This place is bustling. How did you do this? And how long has it been this way? When that person asks anybody, they'll ask us, one day they're going to ask us, has Newcastle always been this great? And every one of us are going to say, you know, no, it wasn't. It wasn't always this way. But we fought with our heart and soul to bring it back to what it is today. And I'm proud to be a part of that group of people who fought with their heart and soul when this was a depressed area to bring it back to what it is now. I dream of that future. I really do, because I know that with everybody here involved and with me as the mayor, we're going to bring this community back, and I promise you we're going to do it, or I'm going to die trying. I promise that. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you guys on the campaign.
Now, that Mark Alisco running for mayor, that at his meet and greet last night. Why do I bring this up? Well, here we are. It's October 10th. Okay. 31 days in the month of October, so that gives us 21, and I'm just saying we usually don't do meet the candidate on Sunday, but 21 days and 4 in November till the election. Well, yesterday, an interesting day, because Mr. Dan Effenite, I've been away for 14 years, but I know everything, and by the way, I'm outstanding in my field. He chose, to make a highlight video of me, and I gotta tell you, what a warm reception that was. And most of the time, he's doing either sharing something else somebody else wrote and saying he agrees with it, or courting Chris Fry around. Now, Chris Fry, like others, was invited to come in and do a meet the candidate. Very simple. What's your beliefs? Chris Fry chose not to. Chose not to get involved and not to do that at all. Well, here's the issue with that. He's going around telling people he believes in small business. He just doesn't believe in this small business. Now, maybe he doesn't like Italians. Maybe he doesn't like me. I don't know what it is. But Chris Fry can't bring himself to show up at Nctv45. I ask you, quite simply, when you go to vote, make sure you vote with an informed conscience. Because if this guy isn't accessible now, how's he going to be accessible as mayor? He's not. He's going to be out there, out of touch. And I was away for 14 years, and I've been back for one, and I know everything. He doesn't even live in the city. Therefore, he can't make any comments to which he knows nothing about. Which makes you think, since he is living out there, who's doing the backing on this whole thing? Well, now, on another note, here yesterday was Lawrence Williams. Now, excuse me, Lawrence is a candidate for city council. And here's Pat Chopai and candidate Mark Alisco. Lawrence is a Republican. And Lawrence, well, it was good enough for Lawrence to show up. It was good enough for Lawrence to show up at Nctv45. But our grandstanding Chris Fry couldn't make it, as he grandstands all around. Oh yeah, you see him at Newcastle High School football games. The only problem is he's never really been there before, and I know because I mean, if you're going to call me out on being at high school football games or Newcastle High School basketball games, go right ahead. I think they'll laugh you out of the county. Okay, so here's a guy that really doesn't show up anywhere, that all of a sudden, his grandstanding act, he's taken to the grandstands of Newcastle and trying to get votes, but believes in business, just not this small business, on Nctv45. So, thanks to Larry Williams, coming out last night, and this for one of the other comments that was made, and Larry Williams corrected this too, and so did Mark. They were very gracious. They came in, they did the interview, and I'll just leave it there. But people weren't charged, and I didn't ask Chris Fry for any money. So Chris Fry's got his own problems. He really doesn't know what he believes in. He's stammering around, grandstanding in the grandstands, and he's got the guy that was out of town for 14 years telling him he knows everything. Meanwhile, somebody stumbled in and gave me a gift. I don't usually start out Newswatch like this. But, we're going to go to sports, and then I got to show you the gift that was given to me. Now, this is beautiful. You know what? I'm showing it to you now. Somebody came in and gave me one of these. Yeah, do you believe it? Looks like Mr. Danny Boy, I'm outstanding in his field, made a hit video. And everybody liked it. I came, there's a little box at the door. I was wondering, what the heck's the little box doing at the door? You know what? Somebody gave me a statue. They thought it was excellent. I got a lot of thanks for telling people about road construction, the cold, the weather. Jeez, oh man. Danny Boy, you're truly outstanding in your field. And I don't want to tell you what else is outstanding there. So, Chris Fry, just to let you know, I'm not coming in on Sunday. I go to church and I have family time. So that really counts your time down. Today's the 10th. Okay. You're looking at roughly half the month to go. You're under 20 days. And keep believing in small business. Just not the small businesses in Newcastle. Maybe you believe in small businesses outside of the city or somewhere else. That's probably the ticket. Let's go to sports. We'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle, 724. The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side.
Sylvan Heights Golf Course in Newcastle, Pennsylvania features many amenities, lush fairways, and great greens, and many challenging shots. Your crowd will applaud. A short drive from Butler, Sharon, Pittsburgh, Elwood, and Youngstown. It's Sylvan Heights Golf Course in Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
Hello again and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner. Well, let's get to the NFL. Tonight on Fox, Thursday Night Football as the Giants take on the Patriots up there in New England. A little rematch of that Super Bowl. That'll be interesting tonight. And in the NBA, and I'm just there to next up. Your Thursday, Toronto, they'll be at the Houston Rockets. Brooklyn will be at the Lakers. New Zealand will be in Oklahoma City. Hoffa will be at Portland. Phoenix will be at Sacramento. Minnesota, Golden State. And Denver, they'll be at the LA Clippers. Now, continuing on, Major League Baseball. And there's some interesting things as these Thursday matchups are really kind of crazy. Tampa Bay, they're at Houston. Question is, can Houston upend, or can the Devil Rays upend Houston? And Houston has a mighty fine team. In NHL hockey, and see, this time of the year, I mean, you're getting it all. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Well, hockey has a pretty good lineup today. Detroit will be at the Montreal Canadiens. Tampa Bay Lightning will be at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Edmonton Oilers will be at the New Jersey Devils. St. Louis will be at the Ottawa Senators. Minnesota will be at the Winnipeg Jets. The Washington Capitals will be at the Nashville Predators. San Jose, the Sharks, will be at the Chicago Blackhawks. The Calgary Flames, they'll be at the Dallas North Stars. The Boston Bruins will be at the Colorado Avalanche. The Vegas Knights will be at Arizona. Now, drum roll. Your Pittsburgh Penguins will be at home against the Anaheim Ducks. So let's go Pens. And that leads us to, yeah, you're right, a little college football. And as I've told you in the past, it's there's something going on just about everyone. Now, tonight's matchups, and they played a rare Thursday game last night, and we kind of missed it, Appalachian State and Louisiana. Here's your Thursday matchup. Syracuse at North Carolina State. UL Monroe, they're taking on Texas State. So, gives you some idea what's going on. And this weekend, unless you're living under a rock, the Trojans from Southern California travel to South Bend to take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And that's like a national game. Everybody in the world watches that. So let's go Irish. Plus, it's my daughter's birthday, so she'll be really rooting for the Irish. Now, we're going to take a timeout, go to Cedars, get some great food, delicious beverage.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the...
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
This program brought to you by Cummings Landscaping and Design. Brandon Cummings, owner operator. Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Home, residential, commercial, water coolers. You can contact us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. We're fast, efficient, and we deliver water. We offer 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. Contact us today at 724-498-4760.
We have a full restaurant. It's a full menu. We're doing like a signature steak with lamb. It's blackened and it's absolutely delicious. We're doing a pasta. We're trying to do the vegetarian. So we got an own menu for just the vegetarian. We have 3 bars back next to the banquet, and that's kind of nice because you have your own. This is the only place in this whole area that really has a hotel next to a restaurant and a bar. We have a huge banquet room. We can sit up to at least 750 people, and we have it all here. We have music, we got DJs, we got a grand baby piano, we have the piano bar, we got intimates, little bar, or we got for bigger parties, or we got for huge parties. We will do whatever we can do to make you happy.
And folks, a couple more things in sports. Washington, in 10 innings, beats the Dodgers 7-3. Washington advances. That was a shocker. I was watching a lot of that game last night. Then it got a little late. Couldn't tell where the ball stuck on the first one, where they thought it was a home run, then it wasn't. The Pelicans topped the Bulls 127-125. And it looks like Washington will be taking on St. Louis, okay, as far as that goes. Some things to watch. Celtics are at the Magic, Ducks in the Pens. As far as great games coming up this in the next couple days, so make sure you watch it. I got an interesting note come in, and somebody did a video, and this from Michelle Conti. Michelle, don't really agree with your spot on what's going on, but everybody's free to have their own opinion. And so from that, I say, okay. Kim Hedgeland, was good to see somebody last night out there that said hello to you. And well, my man Dan, still outstanding in his field, just enjoying the limelight of being back in Newcastle, and why the heck not, after spending 14 years outside of the city. But we talked all about that. Let's talk about some other things. Oktoberfest. Now, this is at St. Joe's Parish, and they're going to have authentic German food, live entertainment, featured beers, noon to 8. Stop by. You know, maybe you're going that way, and just stop by, say hello, maybe get something to eat. You know, I know how those Saturdays are, as they get very, very busy. Some other things coming up that you probably should be aware of. Mike Kelly, he has a town hall meeting scheduled, and that's October 17th. Also, CYO basketball reunion, that's the 20th. Basically, you got 2 weeks, not even, because they're going to have to know by the end of next week how many people they're expecting, but tickets are still available. Bucky's Barbershop, the Shipping Depot, J&M Mini Mart, Joseph's, and the Sons of Italy. October 20th, and don't worry, the Steelers don't play. Voter registration deadline, October 29th. And the key with that is there's only a 3-day window. You had to register by the 7th. So those absentee ballots must be received by 5 p.m. November 1st. And keep in mind that the election is November 5th. So on Wednesday, the 16th, at Challenges, 5 p.m., Mercer Road, they're going to talk about the home rule study and exactly what it means. Okay, so, Mark talked about it last night. Something that's out of his control. There's people running for it. There's people that are looking at what they can do. Mark made a couple things about getting more small business in, getting businesses in, period, to up revenue. Sounded like a great thing. We had Sue Linville on, who talked about it, and she really was informative. So that's just us giving you what's going on, how it's going on, and a lot of great things happening. Now, Knights of Columbus is having a memorial mass at St. James. They're asked to wear their tux and social balderac. Okay. Mass is 8:45, and there is a breakfast after Mass. So, that gives you the kind of heads up on some of the things going on in and around Newcastle, Lawrence County. Let's take a look at the weather. 46 and 86% humidity, winds from the east at 3 miles, and barometric pressure 30.24, dew point 42, and visibility 10 miles. Now, when you look at local radar, What are you seeing? Just some ground clutter, nothing. Got everything really pretty clear. And that's going to set you up for a great day. And you know, we had some issues here with our weather. We're gonna I'm gonna attempt to bring it to you. If not, I'll come back and do a recap right after this. Brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Go & Sons Sales and Service, 347 East Washington Street, Newcastle, has lawnmowers of every type. Zero-turn country clippers, made in the USA, 42-inch to 54-inch cut. Batteries by Oregon. They'll service at your home or their shop. Service specials start as low as $69. Call Jim Micco & Sons, 724-652-6911.
If you're having a party, then Keystone Specialty is the place you need to go. Yes, they have every party supply that you can imagine. Planning that wedding, that graduation, or maybe it's just that big game that's coming up. Go to Keystone Specialty. Party supplies and so much more. Remember, they have those fall decorations, winter, spring, and summer. It's Keystone Specialty on the south side of Newcastle, Mill Street.
Vinte Say in Newcastle is a premier winery located on Newcastle's southeast side on Wilson Avenue. Vinte Say open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. features a variety of fine wines and also fine food. Vente Se for the very best. Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Get to Dad's Bar before the rooster crows. Yes, it's Tony's Lounge, complete with a great bar, pool, yes, jukebox, and a great seating area that is unbelievable. It'll make you hungry, and a wide selection to choose from, including wings. Yes, specials too. Don't monkey around. Get to Tony's Lounge. We're back with more stuff as we wander through. Great weather forecast. And Saturday they've updated as being a chance for a day with showers at 60%. But most of the other time they're looking at nothing but sunshine. So just to let you know, and night at the zoo at Living Treasures Wild Animal Park, Thursday, which is today, through Saturday, they're running this. They have torches to light the way to give you an idea what the animals are like at night. Don't forget about Cheeseman's and Apple Castle and Iron Mill Farms. They all have those great fall type activities we've told you about earlier in the week. And night at the races, why that's at St. John's to benefit the Animal Relief Fund. And don't forget about I told you about the Oktoberfest. Just a few things to kind of keep you on your toes and know what's going on in and around Newcastle. Check out Your Health. We run it on our programming day that we email out to our folks, and they watch a lot right on their TV at home. Share Regional has some great programs going on, and I urge you to get involved. So, excuse me, let's take and hear from these fine sponsors. We'll be back with a wrap-up.
There's more than meets the eye. Gotta give them a Newcastle a try. They're a small town for living. Look around.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target. Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Now, as we close, I tell you, make sure you're an informed voter. It's very important, and you had an opportunity to see and hear Mark Alisco. Okay, and you also had an opportunity to see a guy who's a registered Republican come up, take a picture with Mark, who's open to hearing from everybody. Let's get the best stuff on the table. And just quite honestly, that's not Chris Fry. Still hasn't come through the door. He has some days left, but hey, it is what it is. And as Ronald Reagan said, let's try not to make his youth and inexperience a political stunt that or liability. I mean, he's young, he's running around, he just doesn't have the experience. And neither does Dan. I'm outstanding in my field because I haven't been here for 14 years either. So make sure you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, oh, I don't watch a lot of television, you tell them that NCTV45 is available anytime on your time. Yes, a train that runs on your schedule, that's NCTV45. And by all means, make sure that you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world in the county of Lawrence. Now, as we continue on, it's time to choose that song of the day. And this by Peter, Paul, and Mary. The answer, my friend, well, it's blowing in the wind. Maybe some field in Laurel or something. I don't know. But have a great day, everybody. We'll see you again real soon.
Down before they call him a man. How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times